Now the topic is factors affecting drug absorption. So in this topic, we are going to see the number of factors that affect the drug absorption. The factors which affect the drug absorption are this. So there are approximately 10 factors which are affecting the drug absorption. So let us see how to remember them. So we have made one mnemonic for it, and the mnemonic is ABCD prime. So from the alphabet A, we are having the two factors. The one is the aqueous solubility and area of absorption. B is the blood supply to the area of absorption. C is the concentration of drug. D, we have the two factors. One is the disease condition and dosage form. P, particle size of the drug. Then R, route of administration. I for ionization, and M for molecular weight. So we have these 10 factors. So A and D, they both alphabet having the two factors in each, while remaining other capital alphabet they have the one factor in each. So we'll see the each factor one by one, and how this factor is affecting the drug absorption, that we'll see in detail. So let us start with the factor 1. So first factor is the aqueous solubility. The drug which is given through any dosage form, if that dosage form is soluble inside the gastric media, then and only the drug will get absorbed. If you take the tablet but it won't dissolve into the stomach or into the intestine, then it wouldn't be absorbed. So that the first important thing is the drug must be soluble into the medium. So dissolution of drug into the GI media, that is very important thing. So if the dosage form is soluble, and if the tablet is converted into the solution form inside the gastric medium, inside the stomach or in the intestine, then and only it will get absorbed. So those drugs who get dissolved fast get fast absorption. So this is the first factor, aqueous solubility of the dosage form. So that is the first factor. The factor number 2 is the area of absorbing surface. Area of absorption, it's a simple, right? If the area is big, the absorption would be fast. If the area is small, the absorption would small. See, our GIT, it is having the villi type of epithelial tissue. Villi, do you remember that we have the columnar epithelial tissue? They are of two type. One is a ciliated and another is a villi. Ciliated columnar epithelial tissue means they are having the cilia on its upper surface, which is responsible for the movement of the mucus or the secretions. So it's a cilia. And another is the villi type of epithelial tissue, and this villi type of epithelial tissue, they have the villi on its upper surface. So in this villi, it contains the cytoplasm. So that's a villi. So it is a villi type of columnar epithelial tissue, and they contain the cytoplasm. So cytoplasm is there inside the villi, and that is why the surface area is big and the absorption is higher from the intestine. Then the third one is the blood supply to the area of absorption. It is again important because the drug enters into the blood from its dosage form is known as the absorption. So if the blood supply is less, the amount of drug entering into the blood will be less. So if the blood supply is high, the absorption is high. If blood supply is less, absorption is less. Then concentration of drug. See, the concentration of drug, it is important because the most of the drugs, they are absorbed through the diffusion process. Diffusion means what? Diffusion means the movement of drug from the higher concentration to the lower concentration. So movement of drug from high concentration to the low concentration, that is known as diffusion. So if the concentration is high, then the difference would be the higher, so diffusion would be fast. So concentration of drug. Then the fifth one is the disease condition. So there is disease condition, we have the two common examples. One is the diarrhea and another is the constipation. In diarrhea, the motility is high, so the drug will remain a short time inside the intestine, so the absorption would be less. Where in case of constipation, the drug will remain a long time inside the intestine, and that is why the absorption time will be high, so absorption will be more compared to the diarrhea. So these are the two commonest conditions where which is affecting the absorption of drug. So these are the five factors, right? So aqueous solubility, if the dosage form is soluble into the GI media, then the absorption would occur. So dissolution, the first important thing, the drug dosage form must be soluble inside the GI media. The second is area of absorption. So if area is high or big, the absorption would be fast. The third one, blood supply to the area of absorption. High blood supply, faster absorption, and higher absorption concentration of drug. If the concentration is more, then the diffusion would be fast. And the disease condition, in diarrhea, the GI motility is high, so food moves faster inside the intestine, and the time for absorption for the drug inside the intestine would be less, and that is why the absorption would be lesser. While in case of constipation, GI motility is slow, so the drug which remains in the intestine for a longer time, so absorption would be more. Now the next one, the factor number 6. The factor number 6 is the dosage form. So in which dosage form you are taking the drug, that is again the important thing. If you are taking a drug in form of solution, so the time of dissolution of dosage form inside the GI media would be 0, because you are already taking the drug in the form of solution. So solution would have the better absorption than the tablets and the capsules, because the tablet or capsule, it will take some time for its dissolution. So the solutions would have the better absorption compared to the tablets and the capsules. Then another is the particle size. So particle size, that's again a simple logical thing, that if the particle size is small, then they can get absorbed faster. If the particle size is big, it would take more time for its absorption. Then the next is the route of administration. Route of administration, so that again depends on what, by which route you are taking the drug. If you are the most of the drug for its absorption, there are the two important conditions. One is the drug must be in the non-ionized form, and it should be lipid soluble, so they get absorbed faster, right? Route of administration, in that case, see, the drug which is taken through the sublingual route, the drug which is taken through the sublingual route would get absorbed faster compared to the tablets which is taken through the oral route. So if the drug which can be given as a some sublingual tablet, they get absorbed faster compared to the drug which is taken through the oral route. Now the next is the ionization. See, as we have discussed this, there should be two conditions. One, the drug must be in the non-ionized form, and it should be lipid soluble. So non-ionized form is the lipid soluble form. Generally what happen, the most of the drug which we have in the market, they are either weak acids or weak base. If you give the weak acid tablet, if you give the weak acid drug in form of tablet, and then that tablet enters into the stomach where we are having the acidic pH, so in the acidic drug, in the acidic pH, they remain unionized form, unionized. So acidic drug in the acidic pH, it remains unionized, and an unionized form which is a highly lipid soluble, and because of that, that would be absorbed fast, so absorption is fast. While the basic drug in the acidic medium, that get ionized, and because of that, the drug is ionized, then it becomes water soluble, and so there is the less or no absorption, no or less absorption. So for the absorption, the drug must remain in unionized form. Acidic drug in the acidic pH, they remain unionized, and because of that, they get absorbed fast. While the basic drug in the acidic pH, they get ionized, and because of that, the absorption would be 0 or less. See, if you have been asked with if a drug is weak acid, and you have been asked this drug is absorbed from the which part, the drug would absorb from which part, then what would be your answer? So weak acidic drug, they are always absorbed from the stomach. But if you give the basic drug, that get ionized into the stomach, and because of that their absorption would not occur. So that is the reason why the basic drugs are always coated, and this coating is called as enteric coating. So basic drugs, they are always enteric coated. To for what? Because this enteric coating, it provides a protection of drug against the against the acidic medium, so the drug wouldn't get dissolved inside the acidic medium, or it wouldn't get ionized. So basic drugs, they are always enteric coated to preserve its absorption. And the last one is the molecular size. So smaller the molecular weight, the faster the absorption. Bigger the molecular weight, the lower the absorption. So these are the another five factors: the dosage form, particle size of the drug, route of administration, ionization, and the molecular weight. So do you remember the all 10 factors? Which are they? We have remember a mnemonic called as ABCD prime. We have the two factors. One is the aqueous solubility, another is area of absorption. So what we have remembered is, we have remembered the A, B, C, D. Then we have remembered the prime, where E is small. We do not have any factor from the E, so that is small. So in the A we have the two. One is the aqueous solubility and another is the area of absorption. Then B is the blood supply to the area of absorption. C is the concentration of drug. D, we have the two factor from the D, right? A and D, they both have two factors. D1, D is for the disease condition. The another D is what for? Is for the doses form, right? P stands for particle size, R stands for route of administration, I stands for ionization, and M stands for molecular weight. Okay, so guys, this is one of the important questions that has been asked, that is more frequently asked with the from the pharmacokinetic chapter. So these are the 10 factors, you can remember them, and you have to enumerate all these factors, and against each factor you have to write down the 2 or 3 sentences related to that factor, how it would affect the absorption. So that's the answer of that question. I hope you have understood this question. Thank you guys. If you wanted to, or if you have any query related to any of the factor, or if you have any other questions, please comment and let us know, so we would solve your queries as soon as possible. Thank you guys.